Good afternoon, everybody. Kentucky Fried Movie and Toy Reviews. I'm here today with the Optimus Prime Masterpiece Studio Series unboxing and review. I took a trip to Target yesterday and wasn't going in expecting to find anything, and lo and behold, on the shelves they had 4 of these. I couldn't believe it. I didn't film any footage in there. Somebody was waiting on me in the car. I had to take my grandmother to the doctor, and I was just gonna, after I took her to the doctor, I was like, I'm gonna run into Target if you don't care real quick. So she didn't need to go in, so I just ran in real quick. So I didn't really have time to film anything. This is all I found. But let's get to this. I'm actually going to do an unboxing for you guys here. I usually don't do unboxings so much, but before we get going here, I'll kind of show you guys around the box a little bit. Here's your side view of the box. Really good looking transform mode into the semi-truck. Here's your back of the box with the different features of the figure. Both robot and truck mode here. You get some extra pieces. You get the matrix, get some extra articulation and posability with the masterpieces. This is my first masterpiece, believe it or not. Here's the other side of the box, if you were wondering. Top side of the box just says Transformers Masterpiece. Bottom side is Transformers Masterpiece with the Autobot logo there. This is a Takara Tomy piece, so let's get to it. Really excited to open this guy up and see what it's all about. See what he looks like in person. See how they got him packaged. Wow, I didn't realize these guys were such a large scale. It's really awesome. Inside the box there. Here's the instructions, transform instructions. MPM 12 model number. We'll lay the instructions to the side, but let's take a look. Here's Prime in the box. The Ion plasma cannon gun is massive. Looks really good. This is an awesome looking figure. Let's start getting him broke away here. And I was wrong. I do have my clippers here. These are always a nice tool, especially for these figures. If you don't have one, I recommend you picking one up. This is an awesome, awesome figure. We'll cut this one loose right here first. Get his legs cut away. A lot of my other videos, I've been kind of sparing you guys the unboxing portion of these, just because sometimes it gets monotonous. As you can see, try to take my time, but I thought with this figure, I'm definitely going to show you guys the unboxing process. Sometimes it's good to go to the back side. He does have a big strap on the back here. I'd already cut that strap loose. That fell away. Sometimes it's good to go to the back and just cut these little notches out of here, especially if they've got straps in areas where you can't get to. Sometimes they do that with these figures. They put an arm strap on you can't really get to from the front side of the box. So I like going to the back side and cutting these loose. I think we're loose here. I think he's loose. He should be loose in the box. Let's see if he'll drop away. Apparently I didn't have everything. Here's a couple more arm straps. Here we go. Here he comes. Beautiful figure. Beautiful figure. Let me get the ion cannon. Oh, no use laying him down. He's big. He stands up. So let's get the ion cannon. Get him cut away and get him out of the box. There we go. Here is the gun. Very good looking piece. You can see it's got screws in it. It actually folds up. I think that's for transform mode. It does have, for some reason, they've put a clip on here. I don't know why an ion cannon would need a clip necessarily, but beautiful piece. But we're here for Optimus Prime. Let's check him out here. A very nice looking figure. How they give him. I do have a rotator here. And I will show you. I haven't transformed him yet. I thought my impressions of him, he did have dual wheel rear tires, but maybe he does not. You see that panel comes up here. I'm not giving you guys a good view of everything yet, but here's the legs, the feet, nice big feet to stand on. You can see where the money went. Unfortunately, this figure is $125 figure. Most expensive Transformers, but you can see the detail. Bring him down here. Awesome head sculpt. Do like this more modern head sculpt. I mean, I like the classic Prime, obviously. He does have the bent stacks, the exhaust stacks. They already got a bend on them instead of being straight up and down. That's all right. I guess some trucks in reality may have had that back in the day, but the chest area looks really good. It's supposed to articulate. I assume the matrix is in here, and he does have another band on him, as you can see. Holds that chest plate in. Always hidden bands. If you're having trouble with one of these guys, something not wanting to transform, yeah, here we go. And there we go. There is the matrix of leadership. But what I was going to say, if you have trouble with one, you're having trouble something not wanting to open up right, make sure there's none of these little banding strips holding it down, because they'll do that a lot with if it's some little articulating piece. I always check that. Excuse me, I keep dropping him out of frame there, but really cool. Really cool mechanics on that. Let's kind of take a look around at him a little more. The side pieces look really nice. The back looks awesome. I'm trying to see what part of the mechanics that is. Look at the arm articulation, the hands. The hands are fully articulated. Look, well, you got, it looks like you got thumb and you got a full hand articulation here. Ooh, you got ratcheting joints, it sounds like. In his arm, multiple double arm position bend. They come up. There's double elbow. You got double elbow here, socket, and the arm separate bend with ratcheting joint. Really nice. Like to see the ratcheting joints. Same on this side. That's probably a better angle. I can kind of stand him. Very nice figure. Beautiful figure. I'm really glad I picked this up. Got the Autobot symbols on the shoulders, each shoulder. Very nice. Here's the neck area. Just tons of detail in this. All this looks metallic. It's all plastic, I do believe, except for the screws, obviously. The wheels so far, the detail on the wheels are really nice. First Prime, it's got kind of a rubber with it's a hard plastic, but it looks realistic. The tires on them, really nice looking. Good combination of realism and obviously the CG look, but this is Optimus Prime. Okay, you do have your side. I apologize, I'm not showing you the leg articulation. We do have knee ratcheting, knees. The feet are not ratcheting, but you got some motions. You got your side to side, and some back to forwards to back motion here on his foot, side to side, as you can see, both sides. Like that, a lot of posability options here. You got your ratcheting knees, like I was saying. You got ratcheting upper. The little flap comes up, so he does ratchet away. You see the detail in the legs here is really amazing. Really good looking figure. Down to every last detail. If you're paying that kind of money, that's what you should get in the figure like this. Especially from the movies where they had a lot of moving parts, a lot of articulation. I mean, excuse me, just a lot of detail in the CG effect. A lot of moving parts. We will put his gun in his hand here and see what that's like. He does look like he has there is like a little clip in right here, I believe, that helps hold his gun into his hand, which is kind of nice. See his thumb highly articulates. It really moves around there. But we'll open that up. I really don't know why it does that. I don't know if it's to get the gun in there. No, it kind of gets in the way, but yes, the gun does pop in there to give it extra stability. A little slot in there. And I articulated his hand around too far, it looks like. There we go. There we go. Now you can get the gun. It's massive plasma ion cannon gun. Really big, really good looking. In his hand. Just a beautiful figure all around. Yeah. I know I'm not doing much with this articulation yet. With a figure like this, you just don't know how to, if you really want to pose him, especially doing it like this. You got head articulation. Lots of head articulation. It feels like there's a little bit of a ratcheting motion in his head. That's really cool. As you can see, the way I've got his legs articulated here. Kind of got him standing like that. Stands very nicely. Yeah, I really like this Optimus Prime. It's really awesome. I would highly recommend for any Transformer fans to pick this up. It's a beautiful figure. Highly recommend this. Highly recommend this figure. I guess I will try to transform him here for you guys. I've never transformed him before, so what I might just do is do this off camera and then bring him back and show him his truck mode. Now this figure here, if I could really afford it to do it, some people can. If you can, more power to you. But if you have enough money to buy 2 of these and have one in each mode, that's the way to go if you want to show them. I know some people do that. I can't really afford to do that. I mean, I could afford it, but it's not really realistic. But let me jump off here and I'll transform him and we'll check him out in truck mode. And after I've transformed him once, I may actually transform him back into robot mode to show you guys, because this is how I will keep him posed, because he's just so big and awesome like this. So I'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. And after a grueling, painstaking transformation process, as you can see, I finally got Optimus Prime in his truck form here. Looks pretty good. I don't think he's ever intended to become out of that robot position. I think when they make these masterpieces, they intend for you to pretty much pull it out of the box, stick it on the shelf in robot mode. He was a colossal pain in the butt to transform. I will admit that. I'm not the most efficient at transforming these modern Transformers, but a lot of these modern ones, as you can see right here, this is the transformation steps. It is 50 steps to transform him. My favorite thing to do with these Transformers is to try to transform them myself and try to figure them out. And with these, one like this, it's impossible. This does not ruin my early assessment of should you buy this or not. It's a beautiful piece. When you're in the transformation process, there are parts of it where you do feel like it's engineered really well, and then you get to other parts and you're kind of forcing things, and you feel like, and there's things that's not explained well in the instructions. One of the steps was these feet right here, they had to move over so they can clip, so that all this whole component can clip together. You can see these snap points right here. Well, forever, I was hung up for a long time because I couldn't figure out, for some reason, these were too far apart and they were rubbing against the wheels. And I was like, I cannot figure out what is going on here. And because the instructions didn't explain it at all, but you eventually just had to kind of push them over both into an inward position, and it just was not explained, and it was hard to figure it out. But pretty good overall. Looks great in robot mode. And this truck does have metal components. I apologize. There are metal components in the legs. These tanks are metal. This leg. I will not be taking you back through this transformation process because it was such a pain in the butt. If I'd have tried to done this on a camera, it'd been embarrassing. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Other than that, it's a beautiful piece in both truck and... Now this piece right here, there's something not right about it. I don't know what the deal is. I don't, if it spins around a different way, but you're supposed to be able to snap the gun in behind here and it holds it. But it's like, for some reason it seems it's backwards. And in the process, I couldn't figure out what to do. It don't really explain how to, it's just, there's some crazy things. A lot of it though is not bad, but some parts I did figure out by myself, and other parts I had to go to the manual to, and mostly I tried to follow the manual. When it got to these last parts with moving the arms in and everything, you know, it was on these parts, you almost had to like kind of force them in almost. They didn't have good clicking positions. I almost had to force everything into position. And it all works. It all snaps together. All the pieces come together. But many points of articulation, many details, beautiful piece altogether. I give it an A+ altogether, especially in robot mode. The Matrix of Leadership comes out. The Matrix of Leadership is metal. It is a metal piece. Very nice detail. Very beautiful. It does have to come out though to transform him. I think it does. I took it out just to make sure I had enough room to snap the front glass straight. You got a piece here that kind of holds it all straight. It's nice. It's a nice piece. It's a great piece altogether. I highly recommend just leaving him in robot mode. Try to transform him, but he's definitely looks a lot better in his full robot mode. So, you know, like I'm saying, I give this piece, you know, this figure an A+ altogether. The transformation. That's a bad word. I'm trying to figure out. That's the, I guess, the transformability. There we go. Transformability of this is, I would give it a C+, but it's a masterpiece. I don't think their intentions are for many people to actually attempt it. I wanted to show you that it could be done. Well, I'm not showing you the actual transformation, but I'm showing you that I did transform my actual figure into the truck mode. And that's about it. I'm going to give you a little bit of a go around in both modes here. And I appreciate if you guys subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell if you guys want to be notified when new videos come up. And I appreciate you guys watching. I will talk to you guys later.